Welcome to this tutorial on the Gmail settings. This is part of the G Suite overview class, so I'm not going to go into every one of the settings, just kind of the major ones. So to get started though with that, we're going to come over here to the Google Gear, hit that down to settings. And here in the general tabs where we're going to start, and we're going to come here to undo send and enable undo send. And what this does is it actually holds your email for up to 30 seconds before Google actually sends it out. So it gives you 30 seconds to cancel your email. Again, you can't recall it like we used to in the Outlook days. It just kind of holds it up to 30 seconds. Default text style. This allows you to pick a different font. It's limited choices, as well as the size, color, and it gives you here a preview of what it's going to look like. The next one I'd like to talk about is this send and archive button. What this does is when you type a reply to an email, one of your options is send, and then you'll also have send and archive. And this is just really nice because it allows you reply, you archive the email, it's now under all messages, but if the person replies back, then it brings it back to your inbox. So you will see it if they respond. Down here we have the stars. Stars can be used to however you want to use them, if you want to use them. You can, by default, there's 1 star, there's a set of 4 stars, or all stars. And you can choose which ones of these you use. I don't want to use any of these stars except possibly the purple one. So we'll drag all of these out of the way. You can reorder them and how they show up when you hit the S or you click on the star option on an email. Again, you decide what these different things mean. It's completely under your control. Keyboard shortcuts. I'm a huge fan of keyboard shortcuts. For me, it's just a faster way to work, but you do have to turn it on, and this is where you come to turn on keyboard shortcuts. If you choose to turn this on, at any time in Gmail, you can type a question mark, and it's going to show you what all of the keyboard shortcuts are. And down here we have auto signature. This allows you just to have a signature at the end of all of your emails. And also notice that on many of these options there's a learn more link that's going to pull up Google Help and tell you more about this feature. We're going to come down here, vacation responder. The really nice thing about Google's vacation responder is you can set it ahead of time. If I wanted to have a vacation day on the 21st of March, I could create it today, which is actually the 19th of March, create it, and it would automatically turn on the 21st. You can also choose who gets your out of office or your vacation responder. It can go only to APU people, or it can go to anyone in your contacts. The next one I want to talk about briefly is accounts. The things here you'll do. First off, this change accounts. You're not going to use this. This is you change here at APU. We change our password through home.apu.edu. So you won't use that if you're an APU person. Send email as. You can send emails as multiple people, and you would add the email address here. The owner of the account would have to approve it, but you could do that. You have that as your option. It's highly recommended that you turn on this reply from the same address the message was sent to. So if someone emails training@apu.edu, when I reply, they see training@apu.edu, not H. Magnuson. Add a mail account. You can have more than one email account coming into your email account. So for people who have an APU and a personal and they want to read it all in the same place, they can pull all of that into one account. This is where you come to grant access to your account. If you need or want someone else to have the ability to look at your email and reply to your email, you can add them here. You would also remove them here if you no longer want them to be able to access your email. Chat. Chat is an option that you can turn on or off. If you turn it on over on the left hand side just below the labels, you will see the chat window. I like to use my chat outside of my email, so I have that turned off. Labs. Labs are experimental features that Google is working with that we can use. Sometimes they break, sometimes they have issues, but two that I like to recommend that work really well. The first one is canned responses. This is great if you have responses that you find yourself you're typing the same thing over and over in a reply. You can create canned responses. It's also nice if you need multiple auto signatures. Under general, we only have one auto signature. We don't have multiple. So here with canned responses, you can create multiple auto signatures. Preview pane is kind of nice if you really liked that feature in Outlook where you could read your email kind of in a preview pane and whatever. You can enable that. When we come out of this part, I'll show you what that looks like. There's some others here that you can look at and play with, read about, but those are two that are kind of helpful. Now I'm going to look at themes. Themes is just the background of your email. Right now I have this picture from the webcam that's pointing at Half Dome in Yosemite, but I can come here to set theme. I can pick one of the ones that are supplied by Google. I can click on more images, pick another picture that I may have. There's some color schemes. This just allows you to kind of brighten up your email. Some of them will change based on the time of day, and they sync with your clock on your computer. So you'll see them go from daytime to dark. So that's kind of fun. But you would pick a new one and you can hit save. That's it for the, oh, forgot to go back here. Yes, I know, I'm discarding changes. The preview, if you turn that lab on, you're going to see an icon over here. You can have no split, which is what mine is turned on right now, is no split, no preview. Vertical split, I would read my emails over here. So if I picked one, I would see it here. The other option is horizontal split. And when I select that, it would show up below. Again, this is personal preference, allows you to customize your email to your needs. So hope that is helpful, and we'll see you in another video.